But what we really want to talk about is Bethany's new lesson plan, and this is a one-off lesson plan for Father's Day called The Greatest Dad. So Bethany, maybe you can share the idea behind this and why someone would want to teach this month in their children's ministry.
Yeah, so the concept with this is, we can't find any perfect father anywhere in the world. I mean, just like Tony said, no human father is going to be perfect. And scripture is full of examples of imperfect dads as well. So the focus here is on God the Father as being the perfect father. Um, and I'm looking at it from the genealogy of Jesus in Luke 3, where it starts out and it says Jesus supposed to be or believed to be the son of Joseph, but then it goes on Joseph, the son of the son of the son of the son of, goes all the way back to Adam, the son of God. And then if you shrink that down, you've got Jesus, the son of God. So we're just looking at who God the Father is. And in small groups, we look at a couple different passages where we see the relationship between God the Father and God the Son. We see, at the Transfiguration, we see at Jesus' baptism, this idea of God saying, you're my son, I'm well pleased in you. And the reason is because God the Father is pleased in the Son because he has come to do the Father's will on earth. And the Father's will is that he would come and rescue his people and make us his children as well. So, the point that gets to at the end is not only is God Jesus Father, but we can also call him Father if we believe. But as Tony said, like there are so many situations in our churches where fathers are absent, whether it is, a single parent situation, whether it's, foster care, there's different situations. And so I make a clear point in there multiple times to be really sensitive to that. I did that in the Mother's Day lesson as well. Days like Mother's Day and Father's Day can be really triggering and traumatic for kids who may not come from the perfect situation. So even in the activity pages, one of the things that I made sure I provided was an option. Let's see if I can find the activity pages.
And you're welcome to screen share this too.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Was an option for not calling it, not focusing on father so much, physical father. So one of the activity pages has kids making doing this, my dad is super, making like, a Superman thing. But I made a second page that just said, you are super. And I even say in the lesson, like, if you know that there is going to be even one kid in your class that's going to have a hard time with this, use that page with all of them and let them know, like, this can be given to anybody, your dad, your granddad, your uncle, your, foster parent, your neighbor, whoever, you see as a male role model in your life is basically what we want to focus on. But yeah, we're looking at who the father is, who God the Father is. And I think that's such a tricky lesson. I struggled with it for a long time as I was preparing it. Like, where do we go in scripture to really see a father? So as I'm walking through that genealogy in Luke, I make a couple of points. I stop at a couple of points and I'm like, well, here's this guy, not such a great father in this situation. Or, went all the way back to Abraham. I'm like, we sing a song, Father Abraham, right? But Abraham may have been a great dad to Isaac, but not so much to Ishmael, So, but we see in all of those cases, we see God the Father coming in and loving the ones that were not well cared for by their earthly fathers. So I hope it'll be an encouragement to kids who aren't in the ideal situations, as well as those that are. And so, yeah, it's a simple lesson. Again, it's a kind of a small group, large group format. There's worship songs suggested. There's prayer activities, memory verse activities, a game, a craft, all the things you'd expect to have in a Father's Day lesson are there. So.